Yep.
All right, we are rolling.
All right, Mayor, here we are 2 years into your first term. I'm going to give you some categories. I just want you to give me a self-grade and then a reason behind.
So the letter grade?
A letter grade.
Ah.
All right?
All right.
So let's start with public safety.
B minus. Now that doesn't take away the number of victims of crime who would probably give a lower grade because they've been personally victimized by crime. They've lost a loved one to a homicide, or they've known someone that's been robbed, or their car's been broken into. And so crime, we haven't stopped all crime, but it's good to know that we've decreased crime, and I think that's important for people to know.
Next category, neighborhood revitalization.
I'm tough on myself. So that's somewhere between a B and a B minus as well. The average homeowner is a black mother who I met who has a child or grandchild in her home. She walks onto her front porch or in her front yard. There's a dilapidated structure in the lot to the right of her. Overgrown lot to the left of her. A sidewalk that's not necessarily walkable as it should be. A street that hasn't been paved in years. A neighborhood park that hasn't had adequate or upgraded playground equipment in years. The street light hasn't worked in quite some time. It's time to come home. They're hungry, but she doesn't live in proximity to healthy food. And she doesn't feel safe for her children or grandchild to play outside. So we've addressed those things. We put millions into a blight removal program to get rid of that dilapidated house to the right of her. We put millions into the weed abatement program. In addition to that, increased the land banking funding to go vertical with single family homes on this empty lot. We've created a 5-year sidewalk plan to address making sure we pave our sidewalks. And we're in the first year of that phase. We put at least, I want to say, 11, 13 million in paving streets over these 2 years. We got the Healthy Food Fund. The council just approved some of that funding for grocery to remain on the eastern side of town.
This next category is one of your favorites, education.
If the letter grade is based on relationships, it's probably one of the best relationships I have. So the relationship I have with the superintendent would be an A. Birmingham Promise is all about a couple things. One, it is an intentional down payment and investment in the city's future workforce, but it's also in support of our young people and their dreams that they have and what they want to do in life. I realize that young people should only be exercising one of 3 options, either college, military, or workforce. The Birmingham Promise supports 2 of those, workforce, college. And corporate Birmingham is in and they support this. The school system in, our foundations are in, United Way is in. This is all about adults finding a unique way to all come together to say, this is what we're prepared to do to support our future workforce and our children's future. So,
Last
excited.
category is what I'll call efficiency. How do you rate your first 2 years in terms of accomplishing a more efficient, transparent administration?
That's a really good question. We came in with these core values. We're very intentional about these core values of customer service, efficiency, effectiveness, transparency, and accountability. You have these 5 core values. Can you hit them all at the same time with the same frequency, the same sense of urgency? The truth is no, but you can take a couple of them and really, really drive. It took us 10 months to build this team. So, efficiency and effectiveness that first year was nowhere near where we wanted it to be. And the second year I feel better, but we still have a long way to go. But I put that somewhere in the middle. If there's an A and a B and a D and an F, maybe that's a C plus B minus. We have a long way to go as far as being efficient. Remember though, how inefficient it was and what we inherited. If it took you 10 months to build a team and we've only been here 24 months, we're just now getting to the point where we can get into the groove or making sure we hold ourselves accountable.
Speaking of getting in the groove, will you be running for mayor in 2021?
Absolutely.
Why are you running for mayor again?
Well, 1, I just got here. 2, I actually like serving the residents of the city of Birmingham. In my position as mayor of Birmingham, I inherited so many things that were not working in the best interest of our residents. An efficient government, an effective government, a government that wasn't transparent, where as elected officials, people weren't holding themselves accountable, and no one was driving customer service. I came into office and the city had a backlog of $50 million worth of street paving. $378 million liability pension gap. These are things you can't necessarily fix in 2 years. You need time to address. So in that regards, absolutely I'll be seeking re-election because there's work to be done on behalf of the people and you want to complete the work.